And welcome to the Great Western Forum in Inglewood, California. We apologize for a power failure that we experienced. And we are now, as you can see, back in action as we get set for game number 3 of the best of 7 NBA final. Marv Albert along with Mike Fratello, Bob Costas, and Pat Riley as the Lakers warm up to our right and the Bulls get ready to our left. Well, game 2 Wednesday night in Chicago was not a pleasant experience for Magic Johnson. He was suffocated defensively by Scottie Pippen. Mike, can the Bulls take Magic out of his game once again? What adjustments can the Lakers make?
Well, when Michael picked up his second foul, Phil Jackson made the key adjustment. Play Scottie Pippen on Magic. Pippen is bigger and stronger than Jordan, able to be a little more physical in guarding the 6'9", 220-pound point guard. The hustling, scrambling defense of the Bulls forced turnovers, and eventually the wear and tear on Magic took its toll on his shooting as well, going only 4 for 13 on the floor and feeling a lot of frustration. I'd say look for more backcourt screens to help free Magic up, and in front of the home crowd, perhaps a little less slow time and a little more show time.
And for Michael Jordan the other night, it was a game of perfection. He got his teammates involved early, and then he took over in the third quarter. Is there anything the Lakers can do to contain Jordan?
Can you play 6 men on the floor?
Let me check that with Commissioner Stern. I'll get back to you on that.
Well, Michael is averaging 12.5 assists per game and over 34 points per game. And they said that after game 1, he didn't get his teammates involved early enough. Well, he took care of that by creating, passing off to players like Paxson spotting up. But when it was time to produce, Jordan knocked out 13 straight field goals and helping to bury the Lakers. Now, don't expect many adjustments by the Lakers today. Just expect a little more concentration, a little more intensity, and a little more help from the team.
It also helps when you shoot 62% from the field, as the Chicago Bulls did in game number 2. You know, Mike, I thought you had some of your better observations of the year, but what a shame it took place during the course of that power failure. When we come back, we'll have the introduction of the starting lineups leading to game 3 of the best of 7. The scene shifting to the Forum. The NBA Finals have gone Hollywood.
3.
It is a beautiful 68-degree day in Southern California, indoors at the Forum. They're set for the introduction of the starting lineups. Here is the public address voice of the Lakers, Lawrence Tanter.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Great Western Forum here in Inglewood, California, for Game 3 of the 1991 NBA Finals between the Chicago Bulls and your Los Angeles Lakers. And now our guests from the Windy City, the Eastern Conference champions, the Chicago Bulls. At 1 forward, number 33 in his 4th year from Central Arkansas, Scottie Pippen. The other forward is number 54 in his 4th season from Clemson, Horace Grant. Starting at center, number 24 in his 11th campaign from San Francisco, Bill Cartwright. At one guard, number 5 in his 8th season from Notre Dame, John Paxson. And the other guard is number 23 in his 7th year from North Carolina, Michael Jordan. Head coach of the Bulls, Phil Jackson. And now, the Western Conference champions, your Los Angeles Lakers. At 1 forward, number 14 in his 7th campaign from North Carolina, Sam Perkins. The other forward is number 42 in his 9th season from North Carolina, James Worthy. At center, number 12 in his 2nd campaign from Yugoslavia, Vlade Divac. At one guard, number 4 in his 8th year from Arizona State, Byron Scott. And the other guard is number 32 in his 12th year from Michigan State, Irvin Magic Johnson. The head coach of the Lakers, Mike Dunleavy.
And the Bulls have been introduced to the Forum crowd. Ahmad Rashad and Steve Jones have checked out both locker rooms. They'll be reporting on sideline activities throughout the game. First, a report from Steve.
All right, Marv. Historically, the Los Angeles Lakers have responded after being blown out on the road, and they return back to the Forum concerned but confident that they'll be able to reassert their low post game, and they'll be able to do a better job defensively on the hot shooting Chicago Bulls. But the question that America is really dying to know is who is going to guard Magic Johnson, and Ahmad Rashad has the answer.
All right, Steve, it will not be me, but surprisingly enough, it will be Michael Jordan. Speaking of Michael Jordan, one thing he wanted to clear up, and in Game 2, he was not taunting the Laker bench. He said he was just trying to get his team pumped up. He says, I got a lot of weapons in my arsenal, and taunting is not one of them. Marv?
All right, Ahmad, and we will hear from Michael Jordan on the subject of taunting a little bit later on. Byron Scott was the one Laker who made it clear that he felt that Michael was talking trash during the course of that third quarter barrage. The officials tonight, Darryl Garrettson, Bill Oakes, and Joe Crawford. Game 3 of the best of 7. The series tied at 1. Last Sunday in Chicago, the Lakers defeated the Bulls 93-91. A game played at a very high level throughout. Sam Perkins with the game winner from downtown. Magic Johnson with a triple-double. Game 2 in Chicago Wednesday night. The Bulls in a blowout, 107-86, sparked by Jordan. Overall, 15 of 18 from the field, and at one point, he hit 13 in a row. The Bulls control the tip. The backcourt of Paxson and Jordan. Up front, Cartwright with Grant and Pippen. Horace Grant had an excellent game on Wednesday, as did Bill Cartwright. Magic guarding Jordan, who's able to convert on his first field goal attempt.
And the question is answered immediately. Michael Jordan picking up Magic Johnson in the backcourt, pressuring him out here. And I would think that Phil Jackson will play it the same way. Start Jordan on him and then change somewhere along the line.
Nice fake by Divac, who has come up strong in the playoffs. And the game is tied at 2. And talking about that yesterday with Phil Jackson as Jordan goes to the hoop. On the back tap, Pippen keeps it alive. Here's Paxson. Oh, he is on fire, 8 for 8 the other night in Chicago, and he drills his first attempt. Bulls lead it 4-2. Phil Jackson telling us that probably would be the plan. Michael Jordan picking up the early fouls and going up against Magic Johnson the other night. Scottie Pippen did a terrific job against Magic. Worthy, yes. Game tied at 4.
Another part of the chess match. Immediately we see Byron Scott entering the ball to the post-up man Perkins. Rather than Magic, they've got the shooter Byron entering, trying to get him more shots in this game.
Byron Scott has not been able to get going offensively, and of course has had his hands full on the other end with Jordan. Magic checking the floor, looking for the break, did not see it. Magic spinning and then dumping off to Divac. It counts, and the foul. Foul committed by Cartwright.
You can tell that the Lakers are prepared for the trap coming from the baseline.